Hey guys, welcome to another video. In this video I wanted to do a review of the Tempdrop Fertility Thermometer. So this is a wearable thermometer that those of you who use a fertility awareness method in which you use your temperature to chart your cycles, you could use this thermometer. So it is relatively new. I think it was first created in the last year or so. I remember it coming onto the market and everybody was really excited, and there's been lots of amazing reviews and really good charts, charts that would look like one that you would take with a normal thermometer, but really consistent because you get your temps every night. So we shall first start off by saying that if you don't know what fertility awareness is, or fertility awareness-based methods are, it's typically where you base your birth control off of your fertility signs. And now that is, number one, your cervical fluid. Now, as many of you may know, there's something called discharge. It is not actually as bad as it sounds, and it's actually very useful because your discharge tells you where you are in your cycle. Now, there are cervical fluid, which is discharge, only methods, so they're very specific and you can learn them. There's methods like Justice method that is cervical fluid only, and then there's one which I use, and that is the Sympto-Thermal method. That is where you use your cervical fluid as well as your temperatures to confirm ovulation and track your cycles. So that's what we have here today, is a new type of thermometer that you can wear at night, and it allows you to get sleep, not have to wake up and be like, oh crap, I didn't take my temperature in time, or I moved too much, or I woke up in the middle of the night. What time was that? Did I get enough sleep? You are supposed to get 3 hours of uninterrupted sleep and take your temperature as soon as you open your eyes. So that's a struggle for some people, including me, especially lately. So this is why I wanted to try this thermometer. Now, this is the thermometer I use on a daily basis. Daily, if you count that I've been missing a lot of days lately. I guess you wouldn't call it daily, but I've been missing a lot of days, and it is, what is it called? I forget what it's called. I have the box here somewhere. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so I can link this one below. This was only $8 on Amazon if you're interested in a regular thermometer, basal body thermometer, to start charting your cycles. This is perfectly fine. Like, if my child wasn't coming into my bed at 2 in the morning, I would be charting just fine. So I will link that one in the description box below. Now, if you've been charting for a while and you're like, I really just want to see what this is about, well, here we go. So when we open it up, it has the thermometer right on top and this little nice, like, silky cushion. Like, it's so cozy. I don't know, because it makes it look fancy. So here is the thermometer itself. Now, this goes inside the armband. So this is the thermometer, and we will talk about that technology like briefly in a bit. So this part is what lays on your arm, or they also describe how you can use it in your bra if your arm is not feasible for you. Now, in this bag, we have the armband. So we'll take a look at that. Alright. So it's a cute little pouch. So a cute little travel pouch. And that's another great thing about this, is that if you're traveling and you think your temps might be messed up by your traveling, something like that. It doesn't matter with this, because this is still getting your temps while you sleep. You know, when you wake up in the morning, things might be different, the air might be different, the air temperature, but this is on your body itself, so this is different. So this is where the thermometer sits, and it just kind of snaps in like that. For right now, I'm going to keep mine out because I'm going to really go through the manual later on. I'll briefly look through it on this video. So your armband, there are two different sizes. This is the regular size, I think it's what it's called, and that goes up to about 14 inches in diameter on your upper arm. So you can adjust it just fine for, you know, wow, look at that. It goes all the way around. You can adjust it like 14 inches. So this should be able to, you should be able to get this comfortably on your arm. If not, if you get the Tempdrop and you're finding it's not comfortable, like I said, you can use it in your bra, and there's instructions on that. If you don't wear a bra to bed, that's another thing. I've seen people actually use the top of a sock, so they cut the other end off, and then they put the thermometer up against their arm, and they slide the sock over their arm, and it holds the thermometer in place. So that's an alternative. I'm not sure if you want to make that a long-term thing, but it is an alternative. So in here we also have these little replacement parts that are for the armband. Right here, these little metal things that are holding on the armband. So it's just two replacement ones. And I could see maybe if they popped out and you lost them, you would be able to replace them. Now this plastic, what do you call it, frame, historically they had like a bad batch of the plastic, so people were having their frames break, but I think they have that covered now, and all the new ones are being sent out with the new stronger plastic. So hopefully I won't have that problem, and of course in a couple months I will update you with my experience with the Tempdrop and if I have any problems with the durability. So there's that. This is the tool to open it, I believe. So if you have to change the battery, and I wonder how long the battery life is, so that'll be interesting. So here's the manual, it tells you what's included. So you have the Tempdrop sensor, elastic armband, user manual, carrying pouch, one set of armband springs, so that's what they're called. And it also lets you know that Tempdrop will not transmit data while you wear it. Instead, Tempdrop will only transmit data after you manually initiate a data sync. So if you're worried about, obviously people should be worried about radiation, there's no worries here. So they tell you the technology, which is active temperature noise cancellation technology, and the purpose of it. So it is a personalized, user-specific thermometer that learns how each woman's daily temperature variations correlate with her specific hormonal fluctuations throughout the ovulatory cycle. It is intended for use with fertility apps. By the way, the one I use is Kindara, or other approaches to fertility monitoring. It allows daily, hassle-free, and accurate tracking of your sleeping temperature. So it also uses, so this is what it uses. It uses an algorithm that learns your body and your body's rhythm, sort of, not rhythm. Don't think rhythm method, because that is not what this is. It just uses your temperatures to learn what your ranges are and your temperature ranges and such. So it is not a predictor. It does only tell you your temperatures. Now what it does, it tells you the more accurate basal body temperature. The more it learns, the more accurate it picks. The more accurately it picks your temperatures. So here it tells you how to wear it, and you put it right under your armpit with the pointy facing your elbow. So, and they tell you how to place this armband. Now I want to put a little note in here. There was somebody in the Tempdrop Facebook group, so if you buy this, you'll be able to have access to the Tempdrop group. somebody was having messed up charts, and they somehow managed to place, I think it was like, yeah, they had this really big, and that was the part that was around their arm, and this was covering the sensor, so their charts were messed up. So make sure you're not doing that. Make sure it's like this, so it lays against your skin. Anyways, just a note on that. Here's where it shows you can put it in your bra. How to do that. Installing the application, the mobile application that is needed to sync the data. In which, by the way, they said you can use fertility apps. The one that is that can sync with the Tempdrop app is OvuView or OvuView, Tony Weschler. So it can link to that if that's the one you're used to using. If not, you can just take the temps and put them into the one you are used to using. So it tells you how to do it and all that good stuff. Cleaning and maintenance, replacing the battery. It says visit the website for details on how to do that. In the event of an equipment malfunction, they must repair or by an authorized agent. So it's our responsibility to report it. And here is troubleshooting. So this is, a fairly comprehensive thing here. If you buy one, definitely go and join the Tempdrop Facebook group, because there's lots of photos where they have like troubleshooting help, how to wear it, frequently asked questions, like they made like visuals on photos in a photo album in the group. So it's a really, really helpful group to be a part of. So definitely do that. They'll just want your name on the order and your order number, just so they can verify that you do have a Tempdrop. So yes, so let's put all of this away. This is pretty awesome, guys. I'm so excited to use it tonight. I still have to set up the account, which I will do a bit later. And I've got to say, this packaging is super pretty. So anyways, if you're interested in buying a Tempdrop, I can give you my $10 off affiliate code, not affiliate code, referral code, and you can use that in your purchase. So just make sure when you go to checkout, the code is in there. Now when you buy a Tempdrop, you will get your own code that you can pass on to somebody else to get $10 back. So go ahead and check that out in the description box below. I will leave a link for the Tempdrop website, as well as the link to this regular thermometer. I think it's starts with a B. I forget. I will leave a link to that as well, and Taking Charge of Your Fertility by Tony Weschler as well, because it's very important you know the method before you just start taking temperatures and you're like, what do I do now? Am I doing this correctly? So just go get that book, because it is 100% worth your time and money. So I will link all those wonderful things below. I will update you guys in a couple months when we can see like what my first chart looked like, what my next chart looked like. And I don't know if I mentioned, but the first 30 days of using Tempdrop is the time frame that Tempdrop learns your temperatures. The algorithm is learning. So you're not going to want to base your like, if you're trying to avoid pregnancy, you're not going to want to base your decisions on like having unprotected sex on your first month with Tempdrop, because it's learning. So they might not be completely accurate. They may not be your best picked temperatures. So you want to wait until your next 30 days, and Tempdrop will be smarter the next time around, and you'll actually be able to start using it as your to help you decide if you should go unprotected or if you've been ovulating, because it will be smarter. So yes, it's not as complicated as maybe I made it seem. But in the end, go check out that book. Maybe just grab this thermometer if you can't afford that one right now. in the future, you might want this one. I am so excited to use it. So like I said, I'll update you guys later, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.